So in our last video, we started working on the footer section where we created 5 divs. So let's continue designing the footer section. Okay. So now let's go back to our text editor. So inside the index.html, so the footer, let's give it an ID. So let's call it footer section. Okay. So now let me just say this to be first div so that will not confuse us. And this will be the second div. And lastly to be the third div. Okay, fine. Okay, so now inside the now let's style the footer section here. So let's copy it here. So now inside our style, so the pound sign, don't forget, since it's the footer section. So we're going to make the background color of the footer section to be white. Okay. So we'll be given the color, the font color to be, so let's use this let me use this black color. Okay, so we'll be given it padding. So let's say padding. So padding, we want it to be the top to be 2%, then we want the right to be 10%, and we want the bottom to be 5%, and the left to be 10%. Okay, so if we can refer to our CSS padding video and watch about if you don't understand what we mean by here. Okay, so now let's save it. So let's go back to the browser and refresh to see. See, we have some downloads. Okay, fine. Okay, at least now we are making progress. So now let's start working on this particular div here and include the image here. Okay, so this is going to be inside the first div here. Okay, now let's go back to our index.html. Okay, so for the first div here, so we can remove the one here. So we'll be using the img element. So inside our folder images, we want to use Bell Bank logo. Okay, so let's say website logo. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's website logo. So now let's save it. Now let's go back to the browser and refresh to see. You see, we have something like this. So definitely we'll be working with CSS to just improve the design here. So there's a quick exercise. Now use CSS to reduce the size of this image to 90%. So just pause the video and try to see whether you can achieve something like that. Okay, now let me show you how to do something like that. Okay, so since you know this footer section and you see this img, so definitely in our it's titled CSS, so we can just say footer section. So the img inside, so we want the width to be 90%. Okay, so that's the exercise. So now let's save it. So let's go back to the browser and refresh. You see, we have something like this. Okay, very easy, right? We have something like this. Okay, so the next one here, since we are done with the first div here, so the next div we'll be working on this the company side here. So in the next video we'll start working on this company side. Okay, so to remain in the next video.